Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to speak about our Constituent Assembly, which played a great role in the formation of our constitution. This is another important topic related to our general awareness. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe it so that you get the upcoming updates and watch all the videos in link from the beginning. Constituent Assembly is an assembly of popularly elected representatives for the drafting of a constitution. So हमारे constitution को बनाने के लिए जिन लोगों को हमने elect किया as a representative so that they can make a constitution suitable for our country, ऐसे लोगों के group को हम लोग Constituent Assembly बोलते हैं. ये जो आइडिया था कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली का वो सबसे पहले एम.एन. रॉय ने दिया था इन 1934. हमारी कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली बनी थी 1946 पे on the basis of Cabinet Mission Plan. 9th December 1946 was the day when it started working. It took 2 years, 11 months and 18 days for the formation of our constitution. There were 11 sessions which were conducted. The last session was held on 24th January 1950. It consisted of 16 committees and 389 members. जो 389 members थे उनमें से कुछ ब्रिटिश ऑक्यूपाइड इंडिया के थे और कुछ इंडियन प्रिंसली स्टेट्स से बिलोंग करते थे. If we look at the timeline of working of Constituent Assembly, this is the gist. On 9th of December 1946, the first meeting was held, which was addressed by J.V. Kripalani. He was the first person to address the assembly. 11th December 1946 was the day when President, Vice President and Constitutional Legal Advisors were appointed. Rajendra Prasad was the first President. Vice President was Harendra Kumar Mukherjee. Constitutional Legal Advisor was B.N. Rao. 13th December 1946 was the day when objective resolutions were passed by Jawaharlal Nehru. On 22nd July 1947, the national flag was adopted. On 15th August 1947, India got independence. On 29th August 1947, the drafting committee was appointed, which was headed by B.R. Ambedkar. 26th November 1949 was the day when our constitution was written. It was passed and adopted by our assembly. By written I mean that it was completed totally and it was passed and adopted by the assembly. On 26 January 1950, the Constitution of India was enacted. It means this is the day when Constitution came into force. We started acting, we started living under the rules of our Constitution. जब हमारा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना था उसमें 395 आर्टिकल्स थे, 22 पार्ट्स एंड 8 शेड्यूल्स थे. बट बिकॉज ऑफ द अमेंडमेंट्स नाउ देयर आर 448 आर्टिकल्स, 25 पार्ट्स एंड 12 शेड्यूल्स. So we have learned that there were 16 committees in the Constituent Assembly. Let's look at them one by one with the chairman's name. The Committee on Procedure Rules, Steering Committee, Finance and Staff Committee was headed by Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Committee on Credentials was headed by Aladi Krishnaswamy Iyer. Housing Committee by B. Pattavi Sitharamaiah. Committee on Steering by K. M. Munshi. Ad Hoc Committee on National Flag by Rajendra Prasad. Committee on Functioning of Constituent Assembly by G. V. Mavalankar. Committee on States by Jawaharlal Nehru. An Advisory Committee on Fundamental Rights of Minorities and Tribal and Excluded Areas by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. इसके अलावा there were some committees also. Subcommittee on Fundamental Rights was headed by J.V. Kripalani. Subcommittee on Northeast Frontiers, Tribal Areas and Assam's Excluded and Partially Excluded Areas were headed by Gopinath Bardoloi. Subcommittee on Excluded and Partially Excluded Areas was headed by A.V. Thakkar. Committee on Federal Powers by Jawaharlal Nehru. He also headed Federal Constitution Committee and the Drafting Committee was headed by B.R. Ambedkar. Members of Drafting Committee की अगर बात की जाए तो there were 7 members in the Drafting Committee. These were the members who actually have taken the parts of constitution from various countries and have given us the present constitution. So there were 7 members including the chairman. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman. Other than him, K.M. Munshi, Muhammad Sadullah, A.K. Iyer, Gopal Swamy Iyengar and Madhav Rao who replaced B.L. Mitter and T.T. Krishnamachari who replaced D.P. Khaitan. These were the 6 members plus 1 chairman of the drafting committee. हमने बात की थी ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशंस के बारे में जो जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने प्रेजेंट किए थे इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली। एक्चुअली ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशंस का मतलब ये है कि जब हम किसी कंट्री का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना रहे हैं तो उसके अंडरलाइंग प्रिंसिपल्स क्या हैं, हम क्या चाहते हैं अपने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से। सच रेजोल्यूशंस आर नोन एज ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशंस। दे टेल अस अबाउट द पर्पस, द एस्पिरेशंस एंड वैल्यूज़ बिहाइंड अवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। जब हम इन ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशंस को पढ़ेंगे तो हमें पता चलेगा कि इसका बहुत सारा पार्ट, बहुत सारी झलक हमें हमारे प्रीएम्बल में देखने के लिए मिलती है। प्रीएम्बल हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का जिस्ट है। So the first objective resolution was to proclaim India as an independent, sovereign and republic country. Territories and states which came under the boundary of India will form a union as the India named country. All territories as independent units can exercise power of government. So जो भी territories थी उनके original boundaries के साथ they can work as an independent unit as well as with the center they can exercise powers of government. All power and authority derived from its people, it means we are talking about democracy, justice, equality and freedom will be guaranteed and secured to all the citizens of India. Adequate safeguard for minorities, backward and tribal areas. Maintenance of integrity of territory of republic, means हमारे कंट्री की जो बाउंड्री है, चाहे वो लैंड में हो या सी में हो या माउंटेन्स में हो, किसी भी तरीके की जो बाउंड्री है उसको प्रोटेक्ट करना, उसको सेफगार्ड करने की भी एक रेजोल्यूशन हम उस समय लिया गया था। एंड कंट्रीब्यूशन टू वर्ल्ड पीस एंड वेलफेयर ऑफ मैनकाइंड। सो जो हमने डिस्कस किया था कि 395 आर्टिकल्स हैं, 22 पार्ट्स हैं, वो सब जो बनाए गए हैं वो इन सभी ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशंस को ध्यान में रख के बनाए गए हैं। ये हमारा मेन रेजोल्यूशन है। व्हेन दे गेव अस द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन दे प्रॉमिस्ड अस ऑल दीज थिंग्स। Okay, so objective resolutions can be thought of as the visions which they had about our country when they were writing the constitution. So I hope today's video was clear to you. If you have any doubt, if you want to share something, please mention it in the comment box. I will try to help you. Please read, please make notes, it will be helpful to you. Thank you very much.